Okay. Right, my screen is frozen. Can you hear me? Ah, there we go. Okay,
Yes, I
sorry
can
about
hear
that.
you.
My screen froze and the video just wanted to freeze. Good evening, Gooners. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the Big Sunday Show. This is the flagship show for the In the North Bank channel. We're on tonight. I know it's an international break, but we're on tonight because the women had a great match yesterday. Both these guys were at the game, and we're going to talk about that and other stuff. But before we get on to that, I'm going to introduce my guests. So, first of all, Ange, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Very good. Yeah.
Good. Cool. Richard, how are you doing, mate?
I am brilliant, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. If I said you had a beautiful body, oh, for goodness sake! If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? That's so much cheese, it's crazy. Right. So, yeah, as I say, we're primarily here to talk about the ladies' game. Then we're going to talk about Nottingham Forest, Arsenal Nottingham Forest, which is next week because the international break will be over, and then we're going to talk about Arsenal Bilbao after that. That's to do with the Champions League. Is that right, Rich?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Okay. So, right. Ange, give us your breakdown of yesterday, and then we can talk about it more and other stuff as well.
Okay, then. We had the big lead up to the game because we were saying goodbye to Leah Vouty. I was a little bit disappointed with that, to be honest with you. Mainly because I suppose where I was positioned on ground zero and couldn't really see her at all. But she walked around the pitch a little bit. And I thought she should have done a bit more, but there you go, is what it is. And then I had vice captain Williamson holding up the Champions League trophy because obviously she can't play at the moment because she's just getting over a minor surgery. So yeah, we had all the introductions, the goodbyes, and something I will say because I know they've already done it with the men's. I'm glad they got away with that silly tunnel thing. Yeah, I like that. That's better.
Yeah.
Because I was obviously East Stand, so you're looking right across. But I can see how that works. Yeah, yeah, that works actually. That was Arteta's idea, wasn't it? But yeah, I'll give him that one. Yeah, and the girls come out. Okay. Oh, in between that, the big lead up, the pyrotechnics, all that jazz. Yeah, as per usual. Because fair play, they do as much for the women's game as they do for the men's. You know, it's all lots of noise. Oh, BX, hello. Yeah, so all of that jazz. And yeah, start watching, getting really excited. Watching London newly promoted City Lionesses, who are a breakaway from Millwall originally.
Oh, so that's where right.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't
And
know
I think
that.
they're based in Bromley now, as far as I'm aware. And someone called her Dong Huang, whatever her name is. Yeah, spend. And actually, when they started off, they looked quite lively. And of course, our girls had a slightly different formation. And obviously, I'm really good at blowing the bagpipes. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that one, Mike. Yeah, and I was getting slightly jittery at this point because I thought, oh, okay, they're looking a bit lively. Our girls not looking the sharpest, but I was allowing for that because, as I said, well, we had the big signing, Olivia Smith, first time playing. And I had watched her when Arsenal streamed that friendly, and she was okay. She was okay. And of course, the other major thing was Katie Reid. Now, Richard, is she 18 years of age, I believe?
She is, yeah. She's
Yeah,
She is, yeah.
yeah, very young. And she's had some
She's
good,
had a couple of sub appearances, hasn't she? So
yeah. And well, I suppose what really became unfortunate was, yeah, inside the box, the penalty.
Before you carry on, Ange, sorry, but I don't blame her for that penalty.
Do you know, talking to the crowd when I'm at, I mean, in particular, one guy, Greg, I know, he said that. Yeah, what else could she do?
Yeah, exactly. She was committed.
Yeah.
And the girl who got the penalty, she knew what she was doing. She used all her skills to get the penalty, really. And I mean, you look at the first block that Katie Reid made. That was a good block, brilliant block. It's just these things happen, don't they? So
They do, they
carry
do,
on,
and I'll come back to her in a minute. And then, of
Mm.
course, and oh yeah, now I love watching penalties, and I hate them all at the same time. And I'm watching, I just knew definitely, and fair play, she so tried. She so tried, but I just knew that was going to go in. So I thought, okay.
She was close though, Ange. She
Yeah,
was
it was
close.
close. No, it
Yeah.
was very close. Give you that. Yeah, and I thought, okay, no, keep going, keep going. And then, of course, when because the thing is, when you're there, I don't really take notice. I actually had to look up. So when was Olivia Smith's goal in the 29th minute? And of course, where I was is, but right near the North Bank, and they're all the way down there. So yes, I did see the goal, but I've had to watch it back to fully appreciate the goal now. And yeah, that was a banger of a goal. Whoa, that was a banger. So, yeah, and she's only 21 herself, so fantastic, very good. Yeah, and then that's when Arsenal women really, they just got it together at that point. The game became far more interesting. And then we'd just gone over 45 minutes, and then good old Chloe Kelly doing what she does best. Half time.
Outside of the right foot as well. It looked like a bit of an awkward. When she kicked it, it looked awkward.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? But it went in.
Well, at the time, I wouldn't have seen that because, I say, once again, it was all down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, this is good. This is good. And I'm going to let someone else talk because I'll come back to the second half in a minute. But
well, let's do it in two halves. That's cool. Richard, give us your thoughts on the first half, mate, and then I'll have a little bit of a say as well.
Yeah, so I was club level North Bank and directly behind the goal. Yeah, you had the Champions League sort of a trophy parade goal. It wasn't really. I mean, Leah just came out on the pitch, hoisted it up and walked back. That was all it really was. The Leah Volti, I got a better view than Ange of that because of where I was, and I had the camera recording, so I got a lot better view of that, which was nice. It was a nice touch to say allow the crowd to say and her to say goodbye to the fans as well. Then the starting lineup, my biggest concern with the lineup was probably that midfield trio of Caldenti, Little, and Pelova. I wondered whether there'd be enough bite in it to stamp any authority on the game. A lot of technical ability there, but I was slightly concerned whether there'd be enough bite in that part of the pitch. Started off very sloppy, wayward passes. Not it looked like we were still sort of second or third pre-season game in, and nowhere near where the level we needed. Got to Katie Reid and brilliant. She'd had a couple of good tackles before the penalty. She had a nice little bit where she was surrounded on the right hand touch line and danced out of it, and she was looking pretty good. Made brilliant tackle, ball squirms, and she lunges to get the Lioness player was a little bit quicker, went over a planted foot and definite penalty. And it dispatched and Van Donselaar was really close to it. You really appreciate how good that penalty was because. And I think if you see it on if you watch the TV replay, you'll see how good that was because it was so she was so close to getting it. It was just so low and struck with precision and power. And then it took us to around about the 28th minute to get Kelly and Smith had swapped sides and she got the ball and she was wandering in, and it looked like she was just going in nowhere, and then she just drops the shoulder and drives forward, gets herself a little bit of space, and unleashes a shot. And you see it from where we were sitting. You could see all the way it was going in, and it was a pretty special shot. And from that moment on, we seemed to settle in being command. We had the Palova one just after that, where she rounded the keeper, but the Chinese, I think it's Chinese,
Japanese,
Japanese,
Saika, or whatever she was called. Yeah, Saika.
Yeah, she cleared from the line, off the line from Palova, and then we got Kelly with a nice little flick inside the box to make it 2-1. And to be honest, we looked comfortable from that moment on.
I mean, my little quick breakdown of it as a novice to the women's game, to be quite honest with you, as I say, these two guys on with me tonight, guys, they are the experts on the ladies' game. But I watched it on BBC iPlayer. Really, really enjoyed the game, I've got to say. Van Domsela, I rate her highly as a keeper. I think she's really good. She nearly did get to that penalty, but we'll get to that in a minute. Katie Reid, strong little defender, I thought. Actually thought she gave her best. And she was committed to the first tackle, got it, committed to the second, got there a bit slow. It happens. Penalty. She didn't kick up a fuss. She didn't rant and rave at the referee. Yes, they took a good penalty. Van Domsela got pretty close to it. Actually, at one point, I thought she was going to save it. I thought Van Domsela didn't actually, after the penalty, I didn't think Van Domsela had that much to do throughout the rest of the game, to be quite honest with you. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Pavlova, is it Pavlova?
Palova.
Palova, sorry. Palova. Oh, she's not a dessert, is she? My apologies.
Palova. Oh, that's what Leslie Russo calls her.
Yeah. Palova, she is the female Zubamendi to me. She just appears and does stuff. I was impressed with her, actually. And the Caladente, is that
Caladente, right? Yeah.
They were controlling that midfield in the end. I agree with you guys. In the beginning, the first 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, there was sloppy passes. Yeah. It wasn't Arsenal. It wasn't Arsenal, was it? It was as if it was like, well, this is the first game of the season. We've got to work up to this. And I think that's what Arsenal did. And I've got to say, fair play to London City Lionesses. They came out hard. They actually came to give us a game. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, I think they're going to be trouble for a lot of other teams in the league. Yeah. Plus, I believe the owner has brought 16 new players to the club.
I've lost count.
She spent some major money. Yeah. I believe she paid 1.4 million for one of the players, which is, I know Olivia Smith was the first £1 million player, but it just shows how quickly the game can move on and other people doing their bit to, make records, if you know what I mean. So, I was very impressed, very impressed. Olivia Smith was good right from the word go, to be quite honest. Wherever she got the ball, she looked like she was going to do something with it.
Yeah. I mean, what I will say is that both the men and the women this transfer window have bought game changers.
Yeah, totally. Totally agree. And I've got to say, the Olivia Smith goal, for me, is up there for goal of the season already in the first game. It's up there for goal of the season in the ladies league, if you ask me. But it took until Smithy scored that goal for Arsenal to wake up and smell the coffee, really. But as I say, first half, interesting, but you could see the game was getting better. And when London City Lionesses scored the penalty, I wasn't worried, funnily enough. I wasn't worried. I just felt that things were going to happen, And then obviously you've got the goal from Chloe Kelly, who is just something else, isn't she? I mean, I've called her this before to you guys, and I'm going to say it again. She is the she is the female Saka to me, to be honest. She just does something on the pitch that other players can't do. It's crazy. I can't even really put it into words. BX, you're absolutely right, mate. It's one hell of a debut for her. And I felt really pleased for her because there must have been so much pressure on her. What do you think the pressure was like, Ange? There must have been loads of pressure on her.
Do you know what? For a young woman, what is she, 21? I think, I don't mean it to come, but to be honest, I found her a bit irritating when I used to listen to her in the initial interviews. But she's very self-assured, and that's a good thing. Mr. Tommy, hello. Very self-assured. Yeah, and she didn't ask for that price tag, like Rice said. Didn't ask for that price tag.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
And I'm going to come back to that one later because myself and Andreas talked about that after the game. But yeah, she's got that confidence. Yeah, the goal sure helped, and yeah, you kind of knew it was coming. She had a great presence on the pitch. Yeah, she's worth the money. Next, I'm sure she'll be given a lot more.
Even the commentators were saying, just to give you some sort of like clarity from on the TV, that's what £1 million buys you.
Yeah, well, yeah, just about everyone. Yeah, that is it. And I'm pleased for her, to be fair. She's our player. I'm very pleased for her. It's good for the team. Yeah, best I can say. It's great. But to be honest, I far more enjoyed Chloe Kelly's goal. She's my girl. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, we've all got preferences, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've all got preferences. Yeah. Richard, your thoughts on pressure for Smithy, Olivia Smithy?
Oh, there's got to be when you're the first £1 million female player, there does come a pressure. You hat off to her, but as she said in her interview afterwards, Slagers had told her, look, just be yourself. We bought you for what you bring to the team. Just be yourself, express yourself, do what you naturally do, and she did that, and it came off, and it's the monkey off the back, isn't it? It means she can relax now. She doesn't have to out that first goal, that first assist. It's done. It's dusted. She can now relax and concentrate on just doing what she does best.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a couple ones before that where she'd hurdled she'd got the ball, went out around the outside, hurdled the player, and just crossed into the keeper's hands. So there were plenty of promising signs, and the fact that her and Kelly were swapped quite easily and interchanged left to right quite easily made it hard for London City Lionesses to defend both of them with any ease. And we've got 4 really good wide options there now.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'll say about the ladies' game that I've noticed since last season. What little I watched last season, they're like the men now. They've got options. You know, right. So let's move on to the second half. Richard, I'll let you go first this time. Your breakdown of the second half, mate.
Second half was quite weird because it was really comfortable, but there was opportunity after opportunity missed. Russo, Beth Mead, Black Stenius herself, and you thought it's just going to be one of these days. And if you're not careful, you get a set piece against you. You might drop points here, but eventually the pressure and the quality told. And 2 lovely goals. I mean, I like Black Stenis's. I mean, she nearly took Marnham's head off. But that's what a striker does. They're predatory. They're hungry for the goals, and we run out quite comfortable winners. And that last sort of 15, 20 minutes, the Lionesses visibly looked tired and heads dropped, because I think they played so well to keep it at that. It was, I think, it was a appointment for them. I will say, I watched Katie Reid after the penalty for the rest of the match, and just to see if she head dropped and she let it affect her. But actually, no, she played really well. There was a couple of balls into the channels that she went shoulder to shoulder with the attacker, cleared the ball, and managed to defend round. She didn't allow it to affect her game, and I was really impressed with her debut.
Cool. She did pick up. I will admit, she did pick up her game quite a bit in the second half. It was an all round. If you forgive the first 20, 25 minutes where we said there were sloppy passes, it was a good show by Arsenal. I mean, to win 4-1, a good show. And your thoughts on the second half, lovely?
Second half, right. Well, that's in between all of the, banned drink. Whoever those idiots were that thought you can have alcohol at a women's game, weak bladders. Yeah, in between all that and people getting up when they shouldn't be. It's bad. All right. The interval's the interval, but my God, yeah. So after I get over that and somebody's walking in front of me, I thought I can get it down there. I'm used to getting it when I'm nearer the gods next, but that's by the by. Yeah, second half. We looked very comfortable. Yeah, there was certain times where you think, don't let them back in the game. But basically, Arsenal women have started to wear them out, which is what it should be. And back to Katie Reid. She really owned it, I feel. Yeah, she didn't let that incident get her down. And that's what Rene wanted from her. Because the best of them it's happened to, far more seasoned players. So for her, it was just a great learning curve. And I had no complaints with Katie Reid. I was just looking because when I'm there, I don't really they tell you who's going to get subbed on. And I just worked out with Stina because I am one of Stina's biggest fan. I love Stina. Proper number 9, proper striker. She's there. All right, I know she's offside quite a lot, but that's by the by. We don't hold that against her because she gets them when it counts. Next.
Saka's offside quite a lot as well, though. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And she came on in the 77th minute, and by the 83rd minute, she'd scored. So that was 6 minutes on the pitch. And at the time, I didn't even take that in. And yeah, she had missed one before that. But that's pretty good going, isn't it, for a super sub?
Yeah. Well, it's a game changer, isn't it? It's a game changer.
Yeah, big time.
And you could say the same about Marnham as well, couldn't you?
Oh, once again, love Marnham. And it was after... I was privileged to go and see that, the Conti Cup final, when she collapsed on the pitch. And we never quite got to the bottom of that. And yeah, she come back in good health. But I would say last season wouldn't have been not her best season by far. Mm-hmm. But yeah, once again, she come on within however long it was. Yep, she got her goal. Even in pre-season, actually, she scored a brace, didn't she?
Yeah,
for the West Ham game. Yeah, I think she's really coming back on form. Very quality player. But once again, this is why I keep in faith with Martinelli. I know that's for a men's show, but he'll come back.
Bring it up.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah, we got the result. We're not top of the table at the moment. Damn, Man United.
That's only because Man U they got a clean sheet. That's the only reason why.
I know. So, my beloved Tooney. I love Tooney, but another story.
Yeah, I like Tooney, but it's just a shame she plays for Man U.
Yeah, I know. If I could sneak her in that squad, I would, to be a bestie. Yeah. I'll tell you something I do find interesting because I hate it. Players' ratings, and I think you've called this out. What is all them stupid numbers? Like, I only do it on the BBC. I don't do it on Sky. But I thought, let me have a look. What did they rate the players? And Katie Reid got a 6.91. What's a 6.91?
It's either a 6 or it's a 6 or a 7. Just give it a 6 or a 7. Yeah.
I can't get round that.
I agree.
And
with that.
sorry, I thought that was really unfair because other than the obvious, she's a kid. She held her own really well.
She upped her game once she'd given away that penalty. She upped her game.
Yeah, big time. And Rennie kept her faith in her, and I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And just as I don't know with you guys, where you go on players' ratings. I hate it personally.
I don't mind it, but just keep it straight numbers. Don't be giving it the 6.
Yeah. That is
7 points. Just give it an 8 or a 9, or give it a 6 or a 7. Just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
And also for me, Stina, she'll get a 10 from me. My God, she was on the pitch 6 minutes, got a goal. No, it's good enough for me. Woo.
Yeah. Richard, you've done your breakdown in the second, haven't you? Yeah, so it's to me now. Okay, cool. Right, breakdown of the second half for me. And I've got a few things that I want to bring up that aren't in this game related, but they're player related. Okay, but I'll just quickly go through my bit, yeah? I like the way that Stina and Marnham were queuing up for a goal. So if one of them would have missed it, the other one would have got it. Okay, one of the points I wanted to bring up is in the green room the other day, we were having a discussion about the women's team, weren't we? And I said to both of you,
yeah,
it was my controversial question. Do you remember? Is it time for Beth to go? Yeah. And I basically said, yes, it was. I personally thought, yes, it was. I can't remember what did you guys say? Did you agree with me, or did you say that?
Yeah, we pretty much agreed. Yeah.
I thought it might be.
So, but in one game, Beth Mead has basically made me shut my mouth.
I think she's done that for all of us, actually.
Yeah. But I will say that, Beth, you made me shut my mouth, right? Because 2 assists in basically, was it 1 minute and 20 odd seconds? Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll never doubt you again, Beth. All right. But again, game changer. Came on, changed the game. Also, Ford came on and down that wing. She is something else. She's the female Martinelli. She's she is the female Martinelli. I was well impressed by her yesterday. And they don't quit. They don't stop, the women. They just keep going and going and going. And that's what I love to watch. Hello, Dan. Hope you're having a good one, mate. Guys, go over to Dan's Talk Forest TV. Give him a sub. Help a brother out. We're all trying to grow in this community. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Both goals that were scored were good goals. Stina, I like Stina. She's down in history now, isn't she? For basically scoring the goal that won us the Champions League. So she's folklore hero now for Arsenal women. Love Black Stinius. Love Marnham as well, considering that ill health scare that she had and come back and still playing the game. Credit to you. I'll tell you what, guys, I'll be absolutely honest with you. Anybody watching this now, later, or in a week's time, whenever you're watching it, if you haven't taken the time to watch the women's game, go and watch yesterday's game, because it gave you everything. In the respect of, as we've already covered, it was loose passing in the beginning. It wasn't Arsenal, really. Yeah. To then turn around and go, hold on, we are Arsenal. Yeah. And 4-1 didn't flatter us. I thought we earned that 4-1 score. I've got to be honest. We earned it. I will say, with respect to London City Lionesses, that one of their players did impress me. That was the tall defender, Kennedy. She really played her heart out. I've got to be honest, she really played her heart out. And she made it hard. She was trying to make it hard for Arsenal to score. I've got to be absolutely fair and down the middle with that one. But yeah, 4-1. And I agree with you guys. Would you say it was 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes to go? London City Lionesses, they were knackered, weren't they?
Yeah. They weren't going to keep that pace.
No, they were absolutely spent. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, I genuinely believe that they'll give other teams in the league a hard time. They really will.
Yeah.
And
they should be safe this season. They got too much quality there.
Yeah, they have that. And you've got to remember, a lot of them players have only been together a week. So they've got to learn to gel with each other as well at the moment. But they will come good. But yeah, 4-1 to the Arsenal. Great game. Loved watching it. I was sitting there thinking, my mates are watching this as well in the grounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time a camera went into the crowd, I was going, I wonder if I'll see them. But in all honesty, I didn't see any of you, I'm afraid. It must have been a great day out for you guys. Do you want to talk about that for a minute, Ange?
Well, yeah, because for me, as much as it's going to the game, because everybody knows I'm really not tactical, for me, it's a social event. I love it. You know, I've made it, and it's all been through YouTube, basically. And little groups I was on, currently on the best one now. And yeah, to meet up with friends that you've made through football, I just
Yeah.
love that. And actually, I was pretty blessed. Actually, caught up with a lot of people yesterday because you don't always see them because we always have that thing. We go to the media hub afterwards, hang around out there for a bit, depending on the weather, yeah, and see who turns up. Because at one time, you used to get the players; you could sometimes see them, but now that's all changed.
Well, some of the London City
Well, yeah.
Lionesses came out of the media entrance.
Yeah.
Jazz has got a picture of one of
Oh,
them,
okay, fair enough.
but a lot of the Arsenal coaches and London City coaches also came out of that media entrance. So you had all your usual autograph hunters there and trying to get pictures and photos and all signed autographs.
I have to agree with you, Ange, right? Football brings people together. It really, really does. And yes, this channel, I mean, YouTube, it's brought me some good friends. In fact, I regard this community to me as my football family. I say it every morning when we say good morning to each other. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I genuinely believe. And moving forward, it's just going to get better, I think. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys went yesterday because it's that experience, isn't it? And it is that coming together with everybody and talking football, you know, just being there for each other. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. And more sports. I mean, I think rugby would be the same way, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
But more other sports need to get involved in that way. There's a lot of sports out there that are just sports orientated, and you know, you're just there to view it. You're just part. You're not. To them, you're not part of it. You're meant to be there. Do you know what I mean? It's football's slightly different. Now, Sleggers, yeah, interim manager to manager. She's proper stepped up, hasn't she, Richard?
Yeah, I mean, you can't help but be impressed. I mean, I was quite vocal about. I thought it was Eidvale's time to go when we'd lost the opening game of the season to Liverpool 1-0 on that, and it looked like he didn't have a clue what his best team was, and it continued throughout that season, and then the first 6 games of the following season, it was sort of. What are you doing? You've got a basis of a very good team, but you don't know what your best 11 is. You don't know, and she's come in. She's united them, and she's taken them from qualification group stages of Champions League to Champions League final and won the thing. And
very true.
She's put that whole team. Legends status, legend status. I mean, they'd won a few. They'd won the Conti Cup and an FA Cup, but you've got to say that she's elevated the status of that team.
Most definitely, I totally agree with you, and she's earned her place. And if they're saying that Stina is in folklore now, you've got to say the same for Renee Sleggers, because she's won the Champions League with Arsenal. Yeah. Were you happy with the substitutions and when she made them yesterday, Ange?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she 9 times out of 10 she gets it right. I put my trust in her. Yeah, very much so. I mean, that would be this is my only argument, and I've been so So from the moment I clapped her, I didn't know she was the assistant. I thought it was that other chap that was the assistant coach, but apparently not. But as soon as I clapped eyes on her, listened to her, just the way she conducted herself, and you could read all the body language. I thought, yeah, she's our woman. And of course, to have a female head coach, manager, I just thought, no, she's the one. And I knew she was reserved about it, and I get that because it's a big step up. And there were articles where she spoke to Joe, the former head coach, and as he rightly said, well, you'll never be ready. Grab your chance. And it's so true. And now she's glad she did. But yeah, what a change once she come on the scene. The way she rescued that season. And listen, she took a gamble. No two ways about it. Yeah, all right, we won. Well, how many times we won now? Whatever the League Cup, as we'll call it. And the FA Cup, I'm always sad about the FA Cup, whether it's the men or the women. But she took a gamble. She knew she weren't going to get the title. She went, and considering we started from zero, worked our way up. And yeah, we lost a couple of games, but on the second leg, we turned it round, Champions League. And then, yeah, we done it. I mean, just to get to the final was amazing, was absolutely amazing. But as I watched that game, and I think it was you, Des, because I remember you was doing a watch along, but I just had to watch the game. And I think you said, oh, I think it was you. It might have been someone else, or it might have been Greg on Richie's channel. No, I think it was him actually. Who said, oh, you'll know in the first 5 minutes. And I thought, And
that wasn't me, mate. Yeah, so
no, it was Greg. It was Greg who I did meet the other on Saturday. And I thought, no, I'm not going with that because the more I was watching it, and Leah Williamson, she just played her heart out. Her defence was amazing. And I just thought, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then Super Sub Stina come on. And yeah, written in the
history, isn't it?
And I was so pleased it was her. I love Leslie Russo. She's a complete centre forward. She's such a workhorse. But just for me, I thought that's Stina's. Loved it. But yeah, anyway, back to Renee. I digress totally. Yeah, she's just done so. I mean, who else could I have given that job to?
Exactly. Hello, Retroholic Gamer, mate. Thanks for joining us. Put any comments you want in the chat, and we'll put them on screen, mate, and we'll talk about it. Right, before I go on to something else that I wanted to say about Renee Sleggers, I wanted to just say as well, yesterday's game, misses that we could have had goals. So basically, Fox could have scored.
Yeah.
Fill in any gaps if I miss anybody out, guys. Russo could have scored, but she just fell at an awkward angle and it came off the goalkeeper too quickly. Marnham could have scored another 2. I believe Stina could have scored another 1. So you're looking at, if it had gone that way, you're looking at, we could have hit nearly double figures.
Yeah, I mean, Beth Mead had a couple, and then I'm pretty sure it was Chloe Kelly, and in the first half had that like that bicycle kick volley that went wide. So there were chances there. It's just, again, it's sometimes you're going to be more efficient than others, but there was an element of frustration as well, especially sort of with Ford and Mead getting into really good positions, chopping back, and just trying to find themselves a perfect angle when maybe just take that initial shot and you might get something out off it. You get a rebound or something might work better sometimes.
What do you think, Ange, about the missed opportunities? Or because we won 4-1, does it?
Yeah. Well, I've seen that quite a lot with the women. You know, there's been X amount of games where, we could have had more. But my biggest argument is you just keep taking the chances. just go. You know what I mean? You just go
Fair
for
point, it's a
it,
fair
and we've
point.
got quality players.
Mm.
And yeah, it's kind of annoying because we certainly could have had more, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? 4-1, I'm happy. Next,
Yeah. You didn't. To be honest, at 3-1, you didn't really have to score any more, did you? It's just icing on the cake, isn't it? Really.
well, yeah. And sorry, you just mentioned about Fox, and she's such a fantastic defender. And that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, she's a great defender. Yeah,
Yeah, she really is. She did get a goal, and I can't remember which game it was. She has got a goal, but
The way
yeah,
she lined up, though, it looked like it was going to go in, and it just went wide.
she's done that quite a lot actually, and it
That was that's the thing I was going to say about Smithy. As soon as she hit that ball, you knew it was going in. From the TV,
now looking back
from
on
where
it,
I was sitting, right, watching it. As soon as she hit that ball, you knew it was going in. You know.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, the only other thing I'd like to say about that second half was that it was nice to actually get some eyes on Taylor Hines, and she brought a solidity to that back line, and it does mean that we've got an option there to rest McCabe and play certain swap games about. So we've got defensive depth there as well now.
I totally agree, mate. And do you know what? Chelsea are going to have to be on their game this season because we've got the quality to give them an absolute run for the title. I think personally, I'm putting my neck on the block here, but after what I know, it's only one game, so don't shoot me in the comments or whatever. But I just feel that Arsenal at the moment could turn any game they're in. It doesn't matter if we go one behind, we're going to score 3 more than you, 4 more than you, whatever the case may be. Do you know what I mean? I just feel that Chelsea will be looking over their shoulder at us this season.
Good.
And it's going to be a closer thing for the league.
I'll tell you something, Des. I want the title. If we could get up to the Champions League final again, it would be brilliant. But we've done that. Well, we've done it twice, actually, 18-year gap, so that's fine. But I want the title. It has to be the title.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think, that would be nice for Renee Sleggers as well, because, but me and Richard were talking about it today. Even if the ladies' game was to end today, Ange, before I go on to my next point, they could look back on their careers and say, I've won 6 trophies or I've won 4 whatever stage they were with Arsenal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you could look back on your career and go, I've had a good career. Do you know what I mean? But we want more. We want them to achieve more. I'm not trying to stop them achieving. I'm just saying if it was all in tomorrow, they could tell their grandchildren some stories. Do you know what I mean?
The history of Arsenal women has been absolutely amazing. But let's hope Renee can get it back. And I think she will get it back.
I think she will as well.
Got total faith.
Go away. I've clicked the wrong one. That's my bad. Hide.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was someone else's. I apologise. Let's get rid of that. Right. 1 second. I'm just thinking. It was the Renée Zegers point I wanted to make. Winning her first 9 home games, equaling Arsenal. Beating Arsenal's record for winning 9 home games in a row. We've got to talk about it for a minute. Andrew, where you go? Let's have a chat about that.
Well, the woman's class, isn't she? We put our faith in her. Just total class.
Just proves it, doesn't it?
Yeah, she has. I mean, and like every coach, now and again, I think one game, and I can't tell you which game it was, where the substitutions didn't quite work. But 9 times out of 10, she does get it right. And I think the biggest factor with her, it's a Dutch way, isn't it? Total football. She gives the girls more freedom.
But she keeps them grounded as well, Ange. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's a good combination. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not rigid. And that was one of the problems. Well, there was quite a lot. And it's a shame because I really like Jonas as a person. But yeah, it wasn't working. And Richard's right. He didn't know his best 11. And
if it's not working, you've got to do something about it, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's it. And listen, he walked before he was pushed, and that's fair comment. And yeah, Rennie took over, and the rest is history. And she's found, and also she had to find her feet very quickly.
Yeah.
She's a good natural, but I like the stamp. She's put her own authority, and obviously the women, and I think it's so good for the women to have a female head coach because Shayna Hayes. She is
Yeah.
not a Hayes. And
No.
you know what I really loved? Because I watch it all, far more for the women than the men. But when they showed that she got the job and they go in that room and they talk about, well, they talk about tactics, but we obviously only see a little bit. And
Yeah.
in between, what's her name? Claire Wheatley hugging her, and she looked a bit. I thought, yeah, I don't think I want to be hugged by Claire Wheatley personally, but that's by the by. But all she kept saying to she went, I will not change. I'm telling you, I will not change. And I thought, now I read into that because I can't abide Hayes. Yeah, she was a prolific winner, whatever. Well, she didn't win Champions League. Whoop, whoop, next. But, sorry, fact. But,
Sorry.
yeah, I don't like the woman. And I see her as quite a bully, actually. And I thought, yeah, our girls can stand up for themselves, but they want someone they can communicate with. And I think they've really got that with Renee. It really clicks. Yeah.
That's a fair comment. Richard, your thoughts on the 9 wins in a row and how
Well, you can't knock it, can you? I mean, you need winning streaks to build momentum and get advantages over opponents. So to have that sort of streak is pretty good, and there's not many teams that have done it. So to have that clear, be that clear now is good. It's another bit of history. You're always trying to make history when you're trying to win things. You have to be able to win things because somebody's already done it before you. So you've got to do something a bit special to make your own mark on the competitions you're in.
that's right. No, I totally agree with that. Yeah, and she's a manager that genuinely will already go down in history and doesn't look like she's going to stop anytime soon, does it? You know, so we have to support her, support the girls, and keep moving forward. You know, Richard, I want to ask you about Retroholic Gamers. Ask a question here, I believe. 1 second. Do you know if we have any plans on changing the UWCL so it's like the men's one?
Yes, I believe I believe that happens this season. So it will be. It will be group format. You play. I don't believe it's as many. It's not as many games, but it's the same format. So you'll have your group of four group stages. You'll play against whoever you're drawn against, and then you'll go into the knockout stages like the men's. So it won't be that old league phase has gone for women as well. And from next season, we're looking at increasing the WSL to 14 teams. I believe
there's
it
going
is.
to be an extra relegation spot as well, where the bottom relegation of the WSL takes on. I'm not
The
champions of
WS2, WSL2, that might be. I quite like that idea, to be honest. I think and I'd like that idea for. I mean, for the men's game as well.
All right, cool. It's good to know.
It'd be. I mean, it's. I've always. I think you give the teams that are going down the chance to fight to keep their place in, and the top lot from the other side, rather than the top 6 in the next division fight it out to to see who goes up. Well, it's from 4th, 3rd to 6th, isn't it? So that just doesn't make any sense to me. It's you take the top teams who finish top 3 in the championship and make them play the bottom three in the Premiership, and whoever wins from that keeps or takes their place in the Premier League the next season.
Yeah.
For three separate knockout games, one off knockout games.
Yeah. Right, and you're going in about 10 minutes because you've got to go. So before you go, we need to talk about the game on Friday for the ladies. West Ham, I believe, isn't it? West Ham versus
West
Arsenal.
Ham away. Now, I need to look up where West Ham actually play their games because it ain't going to be in that great big stadium in East London, is it?
No.
No, because West Ham men can't even fill that one out. And I actually know someone who goes to the games. Yeah, next. It's too big, especially for someone like West Ham. Next. So I need to look up where they're, but anyway, they'll be somewhere in a little place. It's on 7:30 on Sky. And we will be doing a watch along. Did West Ham play today?
What, ladies?
Yeah, sorry, ladies, yeah.
I don't know, to be honest.
I think they played, yeah. If it wasn't yesterday, it was today.
On, let me look. It was, hold on a sec. Scotland's football, Scotland's fixtures. Yeah, because you had Brighton, Aston Villa, that was 0-0. Liverpool, Everton. Now that was a good one, wasn't it? Everton, women.
Yeah, 4-1. 4-1. Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh, God. Spurs and West Ham. Spurs won 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's not a surprise.
And then Man U were only top of the league because they had a clean sheet.
Yeah. And we played West Ham in that friendly, which was streamed, and we looked pretty comfortable. And actually, going back to Taylor Hines, I really liked because she got a lot more game time in that, and I really liked what I saw with her. So I'm going to say, but always when you go away, like with the men, you can't leave it for granted. Do you know what I mean? There may be, well, to put it bluntly, a lesser team, but yeah, you can't.
You haven't got the support like you've got at home, though, have you? So
mind you, I'll tell you something. Nobody beats Arsenal fan base.
No, that's true.
That is very true. That it really is the most loyal away fans.
I mean, yesterday at the Emirates there was 38,142 people watching the game, and you were some of them. You know what I mean? So would you want to give a prediction for it, Ange? Do you want to give a prediction?
I hate giving predictions. I'd like us very much to get a clean sheet. I might go with something quite boring, like a 2-0 or something, actually. I'd like a lot more and be pleasantly surprised. But and Richard will back me up on this. How many times they play rubbish and then Arsenal, and I think it happens with the men as well. It does. And you go there and then suddenly their goalkeepers are like world class. That'll happen. I'm telling you, they can be rubbish through every other game. They'll become world class. Suddenly their defence will get really good. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they might certainly try and turn up for that one.
Do you think it's because it's Arsenal and they think, we might have to up our game? Do you think that might be part of it?
Well, yeah, very much so. And especially now, Champions League, which everybody's, I mean, that is just, every other club, barring Chelsea, because they've still won enough, are going to think, oh, God, not Arsenal. Well, come on, we beat Barcelona next. So,
exactly.
Next.
Sorry.
It'll be an interesting game, that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As Ange says, we're going to be doing a watch along, so you'll have me, Richard, and hopefully Ange can join us for that one. So if you want to get into the women's game, join us on Friday. I believe it's a 7:30 kickoff. Is that right, Ange?
Yes, it is. Yes,
so we'll go live at 7:00. Give you a bit of game build up and everything else, and then, as I say, we'll do the watch along. You know how it works for the men's game, guys. Just join us for it. Join us in the chat. Just come along. Enjoy yourselves.
And you
Richard,
get to listen to my dulcet tones.
oh yes, Richard, your lovely dulcet tones, very much so. Richard, your thoughts on the West Ham Arsenal game, mate, and how do you want to give us a prediction?
We can't take anything. We can't take anything for granted. So, but I'm expecting a win. So I'm going for a 3-0 win. But we need to go and earn that. So
Oh, Richard, what do
it's.
you think the centre back pairing will be?
I think it'll be Catley and Reed
Really?
again. I don't think she'll. I think she will keep it the same. I mean, these youngsters out on loan. She hasn't done that with. They haven't done that with Reed.
Well,
They've
they didn't do
trusted.
it last season. Yeah, I know.
They've trusted her, and I can't. I didn't see anything wrong with her performance on Saturday to warrant dropping her. To be honest, I
I
mean,
could disagree. Personally, I like Cody. I call her my birthday twin because our birthday is 22nd January. Wish me happy birthday next year. Thank you. I really like Cody. And of course, she was carrying an injury for quite a while. I'd actually rate her above Wilbur Moy. I'd like to see that partnership with Catley and Cody, personally.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
But we shall see.
So, Retroholic, before you go, Ange,
Yeah.
Retroholic says one reason I went to women's football is because it got boring. So much space between games reminds me Scottish League. They're all facing each other on repeat 4 times a year. More competition is better. Well, that's why they're making the league better. That's one of the reasons why they'll be making the league bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also about more revenue and more getting more more eyes on it. I mean, you've got to say especially the English women's game, it has grown exponentially, and there's still more potential there.
Thing is, though, I said I was talking to Mark earlier about this because he was on about us doing a show tonight. Mark, Braveheart in the M5. The one thing with the ladies' game is 9 times out of 10 you're guaranteed goals.
Oh yeah,
for or against. So I understand where you're coming from, Retroholic, but goals are goals at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So, and yeah, the only reason they're facing each other so many times is because the league is so small. We need more teams to get involved. The Women's Super League does need more teams to get involved, and even go as far as it's called the Super League. Invite teams from other countries.
Ooh.
That's, I mean,
They have talked about that.
It's something that I'm not saying it's going to happen, guys. Don't get me wrong. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying it might be something to look at.
they might introduce a World Cup Club Cup for the women's eventually, because
Yeah.
I think it's probably the way to go. I mean, the American teams are quite strong, so
it must be the same in other countries, though, mate. It's the same teams winning the leagues every year. A handful of teams winning the leagues every year. I mean, I could be absolutely totally wrong.
No, you're pretty much as Andreas.
Better competition, you need better teams, do you not?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying about it. I'm not trying to kick the apple cart or spread some manure here. I'm just basically saying that it might not be such a bad thing for the women's game. That's all I'm saying. But you two are a bit apprehensive about it, so I can.
I'm going to say no because.
That's fair enough.
Just going to say no on that.
Yeah. Are you no as well, Rich?
Yeah. I mean, the Champions League, and as I said, you get you get the Super Cup as well. So which. I think it's called something different than the women's, but it's the same version.
Isn't that in 2026 or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, and you'll do. I imagine they'll bring in the Club World Cup because it's all it's money and it'll grow the prestige and the visual prominence of a women's game.
No, I get it. I mean, I'm just looking for better competition for clubs like Arsenal, for clubs like Chelsea, Man United. You know, that's not taking anything away from clubs that come up from the second league. Yeah, because they've made the effort to get there. But 9 times out of 10, it's those clubs that go back down. I'm not saying it will happen with London City Lionesses because they've got an owner who's got money and she doesn't mind spending it. You know, but 9 times out of 10, the clubs that come up from the second league usually go straight back down to the second league, you know. But then, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I get what you mean. It's
but then if you didn't give the Premier, call it the Premier League, it's not the Premier League. If you didn't give them the Super League to aim for from the second league, why have a second league?
Yeah,
you know, it's that thing as well, isn't it? Right, Ange, I'm not trying to get rid of you, but it is.
No, I need to go. Thank you so much.
I was just reminding you of the time, but
no, that's thank you guys. You carry on, and I'll jump in.
Enjoy your weekend, man.
Well, yeah, it's nearly gone, but thank you.
Richard, I think it's just me and you because I think Mark's fell asleep. I sent him a message, but he hasn't responded, so I'm assuming he's fell asleep.
That's all right. It's all right.
He's had a long day, so we'll keep this next bit a bit short, actually, Richard, because we've both had a long day as well.
Right, anyway.
Thanks for being on. Always welcome. Love to you and Effie, and we'll speak to you soon. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Thank you. Have a great show. Bye.
Speak to you soon.
Take care, Ange. See you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Yeah, he's definitely not answered me, mate. So we were going to go on to Arsenal Forest, which is next weekend after the international break. And I know you, Paul, and Mark are going to the game. So
yeah,
I take it you're looking forward to it.
Oh, of course, I'm looking forward to it. Any Arsenal is heaven. It's home. It's 90 minutes away from real life.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I mean that's a bit about what we were talking about. You talked about with Ange about the women's game a bit about being family and community. That's why you're not only going to watch a football match and hope your team does well, but for 90 minutes you get to forget what's happening in your life, if all the struggles, all the bits and pieces that can be going on in life, and you're sharing out 90 minutes with 60-odd thousand or 30+
or
thousand,
just even a handful of friends that meet you up there, mate. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. It's not about the scale, is it? It's that bubble, isn't it? It's that bubble. Yeah. I get it. Because when we went to the pre-season match, didn't we, against Bilbao and Athletic, and what a day, mate! Just a day that I'll never forget. I will never forget it. And but we've also got Dan, who's involved with this channel. He does the preview shows with us, and he's a Nottingham Forest fan. So it'd be interesting to see what he's got to say if he's still in the chat. If he's not, that's fair enough. We can talking to him in a show later on in the week, whatever the case may be. Problem with Forest is though, mate, they could be a banana skin, couldn't they?
They could be, but I'm hoping. What I'm hoping is I get the team that I saw against West Ham and Palace that are quite willing to open up and not sit back and be a little bit more adventurous, because that plays to our strengths. Of course, we've got to improve in certain areas, but we've not had long to try this new system and getting this ball forward quickly. So what I'd like to see is that just keep doing it, keep trying, and it's home comforts. So I'm hoping that help us as well.
Do you think as well that Gyökeres scored was it yesterday? He scored 4 goals for Sweden.
And I know Mark got that wrong. He played against Slovakia, and he plays tomorrow. He got an assist, but unless he's played. unless he's played an under 18s or something in
Fair enough.
between. I haven't seen him, or unless it's behind closed door against a Sweden B team in practice.
Fair enough, mate. He's obviously misinformed me. That happens. That's fine.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they play 7:45 tomorrow, which I probably will watch because I'll be in if I can get a stream on it just to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it. We've been talking about him since last Big Sunday show, which was last week with me and Paul. If you haven't seen that show, guys, go and watch it. It's a good show. When you get a spare couple of hours, Aisha's on there with us. Shout out to Aisha. Hope her and her family are well. We haven't learned how to feed the beast yet, Richard. Do you know what I mean?
No, and yeah, I mean we're still learning how and when to release it, and there have been several times we saw it against Man United. We saw it a bit. It didn't matter so much, and we definitely saw it against Liverpool with the Martinelli one where he dribbled it out of play in the end, and he could have passed to Gyökeres 2 or 3 times earlier. And that it's going to happen because we don't know him. We're adapting our game. He's adapting to us. He's not match fit. We haven't had much pre-season with him, and he hasn't had much with us. So it's all going to take time to gel, and there may be a little bit of pain there, but he isn't really been brought in to do the big teams, because we've been able to hold our own against the better teams. It's the teams that we should beat and put a low block that we struggle against and have caused us problems. That's what he's been brought in to do. So if he's just scoring 2 or 3 goals against the lower 10, 12 teams, I'm quite happy for him to do that.
I mean, I still think he'll score 20 goals this season. I've said it since day one. I'll say it until the end of the season. I still think he'll score 20 goals. Obviously, no Saka, as far as we know.
No, he won't be ready.
Anything could change in the week, but I'm not expecting him to be.
I wouldn't want him to be either. I don't want him rushed back.
Right. Okay. Cool. Fair comment. Good evening, Emerson. By the way, thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. And to be quite honest, we're going to probably play the same team that we played either against Leeds or even the one we played against Liverpool. Prefer not to start. I prefer not to start.
I'd expect a couple of changes.
Say again, mate. Say again. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd expect.
I'd
expect a couple of changes from Liverpool.
Go on in. What do you think they'll be?
Yeah, I'd expect. I mean, Mascara to start, of course, because I don't think
Saliba won't be ready either, will he?
I don't think Saliba will be ready, and it might be worth just resting him and bringing him back for the Olympiacos game, or and getting him ready or getting him fully fit for the City game, not rushing it.
I was going to say again, you don't want to rush him back, do you? That's the thing.
No. Yeah, and then I'd probably have Eze out on that left. I think Martinelli's got you save him for maybe Olympiacos or City, and then my other change would be Odegaard back in, or even Nwaneri. I mean, Forest could be a perfect type of game for Nwaneri, but you'd expect Odegaard as captain to start.
Marino hat-trick, according to BX Gunner. I hope you're right, mate. I'll take it all day long. Would you start Eze against Forest?
Oh yeah, I think he has to. And then at some point, I'd like to see. I doubt you'll see him because I think he's on international duty out in Ecuador. So, but and I think then he goes to China to play on Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, so he might not get back in time. But Hincapié,
Yeah, but that could be instead of Mascaro, couldn't it?
no, Hincapié's he plays left centre back in a back three, or he plays left back. And
All right, okay.
he's
Fair
when
enough.
he plays left back, he overlaps.
He looks really strong as well, doesn't he, Hincapié?
Yeah, he's very one. So, but I don't know if he'll be back from international duty for the Forest game. But if he is, I'd like to see him for 10, 15 minutes.
Right, cool. Retro Gamer, are you having a laugh, mate? I think you are, aren't you? Calafiori as a striker. Start a striker. Okay, fair enough. Yep, we'll hide that one again, I think. There we go. BX Gunner, sorry, mate.
Yeah,
I like Calafiori,
like
but not as a striker.
Calafiori. So.
Mourinho has a hat-trick versus Turkey right now. Oh, cool. Cool. I like Mourinho. I do like him. I think he's defensive. He's underrated.
Totally. He's underrated.
Where do you play Eze if you play him against Forest? Are you putting him on the wing or are you putting him in the midfield?
I'm putting him on the left.
Fair enough.
He showed against Liverpool he can play on the left wing. He can go outside. He can come inside, and it's about getting and gelling. And let's be honest, you're running for 60, and then you've got to face a Martinelli or a Trossard.
Yeah,
it's not a nice sport, is it?
No. Mourinho has 6 goals in 6 games for Spain in 2025. That's impressive.
Yeah,
that is impressive.
He's a decent number 8, but you've got to have the players around him, and with Zubimendi, and that you will, and he will pop up with important goals this season. It's just that. Necessarily on the eye. He will make those passes, he will make those goals, but he's not your Odegaard type, he's not your De Bruyne type. So just watch and see what he does this season.
So Richard,
I expect him to do things.
What do you reckon to this comment by Retroholic Gamer? Arteta created his star striker in Mourinho, then axed him, upsetting for the lad.
I don't think he didn't create him. I mean, he had to do. We needed him to do a job because we were short staffed in that area, and he did a good job. He took his skill set and managed to mould it into the position he was required to fill. He's more of a late arriver in the box, and
good with his head. He's really good with his head, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got height. He's good at headers. He can arrive late in the box, and he's very technically very good when he gets a shot off on goal. He's usually quite accurate. So
we just don't want to give.
And
we don't want to give free kicks away at silly times at silly places, do we? That's the thing. So danger men for Forest. Let's get it on. Sells is good in goal. He's a good keeper. Is Sells.
Yeah, I like Sells.
Obviously, they've got Chris Woods up front, and they've got Gibbs White. I'm not. Woods. You're not. You know what you're getting from him. Fastest, but it's a wide man. And is it Endoi or Endai or however you pronounce that?
The new lad. He looks dangerous, and Hudson Odoi on the other side is with Gibbs White feeding them. And I like Anderson in the centre of the park. He's probably the good guy, but I'd pick out. Well,
Angie's just saying that she likes Super Mick. She must mean Mourinho. So There's not many. I've noticed you've got a bit of a harem going, and you like quite a few of the players, haven't you? And I don't just think it's just for their football, is it? Let's be honest. Will Nuno still be manager? Good question. What do you reckon, Rich?
Yeah, I mean he won't quit, but he may make it impossible for them to keep him. Yeah, I mean he's had a falling out with Edu. He doesn't quite like some of the incomings, and they've had quite a few Brazilian players come in, and this, which is, and I'm pretty sure it's what's his name's the big one guy, Brazil, not Kia George Bichin, I think it is, isn't it? But he Willian's agent, but he bought a few of his players into Arsenal as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Apparently, according to Ange, sorry, the things have just jumped on me. Marino reminds her of Edin Dzeko. Okay, Ange, whatever you say.
Got that rugged type of look. She likes them.
Yeah, she likes them rugged. She likes them rugged.
She likes a rugged.
Yeah. What do you mean, Des? What? Well, I'll say it again, Ange. You seem to like a lot of the Arsenal players, not just for their football skills. That's what I believe. That's what I said, and I'll say it again because I stick by what I say. Yeah. You know what I mean. Madueke on the right.
Like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
I like him on the left, but I mean on the right, there's a different. He
plays different on the right, doesn't he? He plays.
He prefers it on the right. He's more like he's a little bit more of a he's got a bit more power and pace than Saka, but he'll offer the same thing where he'll cut inside.
Mm-hmm. Right, and just made an interesting comment. Great geezer wants Big Ange. That would be a mistake for Forest, definitely.
I thought she was talking about herself for a sec.
No, it might have been the way. Ange, I can only apologise. It must have been.
You could do better than that, Ange.
It must have been the way I read it. Sorry, Ange. No, if Big Ange goes to Forest, that would be a mistake, I think. Richard's just gone off. Sorry, guys. I don't know why he does it. He just walks off. What the bloody hell is going on here? I don't know, Mr. Tom. I ain't got a clue. And then Ange says, you could be right, Des. I think I am, Ange. You know I am. Richard, where have you gone? Oh, he must have. Right, I'll carry on. So Forest, Arsenal. He's just walked off on me, guys. He does that all the time. It's absolutely fine. It's Rich. I don't mind. I think Arsenal will win this one 2-0. I think we'll have a good game. I think we'll play strong. Yes, we've got key players missing, like you say.
Yeah, he reminds me more of a.
He comes back in, guys, and he's talking about the same thing that.
Topo, yeah.
I'm just saying that we've got key players missing, obviously, like Saliba, Saka, you know. But
they shouldn't be a miss.
I still feel no, because we've got the quality and we've got the talent, and I still feel we'll win this one 2-0.
I think. I mean, I have got it for another show, and I've got it written down somewhere.
Thank you for agreeing with me, Ange, that it would be a huge mistake. And then Mr. Tom is also saying, Ange being all kind of un-PG in this chat. She is, yeah, she can be, mate. It seems that sometimes it's one rule for Ange and a different rule for everybody else, but we love her. We let her get away with a lot. We let you get away with a lot as well, Mr. Tom. Lead supporter. There we go. Right. So, yeah, 2-0 for me.
Yeah, that's because he. Yeah.
Go on. That's because what?
That's because he has a decent wrestling repertoire.
He does, mate. He does. Don't forget, guys, go and give Mr. Tom a bit of love as well. He's got his own wrestling channel. Mr. Tom, if you want to, put your wrestling channel in the chat so people can go and see what you're all about. Rich, 2-0 for me. Arsenal, 2-0. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I was going. I was going for a 3-1, but
Okay,
I'll
cool.
take the 2-0. But
Obviously, hopefully, we'll do a preview show this week, guys, and Richard will be writing all the scores down. So don't forget to join us for that one when we can sort that one out. It's just getting our guests on at a decent time. Right, so now we have to move on to the first Champions League game, I believe. It's Athletic Bilbao, isn't it?
Yes, Athletic Bilbao, yeah.
You want to give us a breakdown on that one, Rich, and then we'll talk about it?
Well, it's away. It's sandwiched in between Forest and City. I'm expecting changes.
Do you think you'll play kids? Do you think you'll play kids, or do you think?
I don't know about kids, but I'd be expecting. I mean, White. I doubt White's going to be fit, but mate, if White had been fit, I would have played White at right back. I'd have played Skelly in at left back. Put Calafiori at left centre back if Hincapi isn't fit and ready to play, and then you'd have had Mascara at left back, Norgard.
If he's fit,
yeah, Norgard and Waneri, Marino. I'd still play Gyökeres because you need him to have as much game time getting used to the team, and then you probably having. I think you put Martinelli and you maybe keep put Madweke out on the right with Delman on the bench to bring him on later.
So, Emerson, are you going for 2-2 Arsenal Forest, mate? Can you just clarify for me, please? Yeah, no, I think he will make a lot of changes. I think you talk a lot of sense with that game. First game in the Champions League, I'm not worried. I quite like the draw that Arsenal got as well for the whole thing. What's your thoughts on that, Richard?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a horrible draw, is it? You're always going to play some tough teams there. I mean, out of that, Inter, Bayer Leverkusen. I mean, you could have had PSG, Bayern. Ain't a bad team to play. The worst team, but you could have had the likes of PSG. You could have had Real Madrid, Barcelona. So considering who you could have, what we've got is not the easiest, but it's not the toughest either.
Thank you, Emerson. I thought that's what you meant, but I just wanted clarification because we'd moved on to the Bilbao game. That was the only reason why I asked, mate. So before we carry on, Emerson was at the game with you yesterday, Richard.
Yeah.
I take it you had a chat with him and did it all go well?
Yeah, it was nice to catch up with Emerson. I always like catching up and chatting with Emerson.
He's a very knowledgeable guy, knows his stuff. Great guy. I've met him myself. It was great to meet him when I met him. You know,
he's fun and he friendly. He'll talk with everyone.
He knows everyone as well. He knows everyone as well, doesn't he?
I mean, I'm pretty sure from conversations we've had before, he used to be a steward, so he knows a lot of people, and
he knows his stuff.
And he's an all-round good fella. So I mean, it's always good to catch up. And I've told him I'm going to get him a program for the Forest game. So
nice one. And you know what? It don't cost nothing to be nice about people, you know what I mean? Especially when people are nice to you, you know what I mean? It don't cost you nothing, does it? You know?
No,
as my dad used to say, mate, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, we when he's come to go to a game for a while, but when he's come to games in the past, if we've been able to get a spare ticket, and we've let him know, and he's given his ticket to somebody else and sat with us. So
see, Andrew's backing us up here. Who does Emerson? Who doesn't Emerson know exactly? He had a little black book. It would be a big black book because he knows so many people. Honestly. So Richard, did we play Bilbao? Is that a game that we went to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't look much then, so I doubt they're going to look much now.
The only difference is it's in their backyard, but
I suppose, yeah, that is the only, yeah. And
Well,
anything can happen in somebody else's backyard, can't it?
yeah. But I still expect us to be professional. I'm hoping Norgard's, as I said, fit. If not, it'll be Zubermendi. I wouldn't be adverse to that. But
No.
you can ring the changes. It's even a game for Kepa, to be honest.
Yeah. Emerson says thanks, Richard. So he's showing you some respect, mate. So thank you, Emerson.
I don't say it lightly.
No, you don't.
I won't say it about it.
You're not a bloke.
Everybody.
You're not a bloke who likes to waste his breath, are you? Do you know what I
No.
mean? Right, Rich, we're coming up to an hour and a half, mate. I think we've covered everything, really. So I think.
Yeah, there is just one more.
Have I missed something? Have I? Sorry, go on.
Oh, it's only news that I've seen over the last couple of days that FIFA are looking at changing the offside rule and bringing in that the attacking player has to be clear of the defender to be offside. Now it doesn't matter whether if there's any part.
Go on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's any part of the player in front of the defender that doesn't count if the whole body has to be clear of the defender for it to be offside.
Right, so it's not going to be these silly lines now where it's like a toenail over the line, and
well, they'll still have to draw the lines to make.
No, I know, but it's got to be full body. It's not going to be like
it's got to be full body.
Like their big toe is over the line. It's offside, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And then that's being driven by Wenger. So, but apparently that's been ratified and is going to be introduced. Whether that'll be, I don't think it will be this season because the season's already started. But I would assume that it would be started over in maybe a few internationals and a few choice games to trial it, and then introduced fully.
Well, I just want to add a couple of things to that, and I'm going to go back to the ladies' game just for 1 second. Yesterday, they were blowing whistles for shirt pulling on the women's game, so they're really clamping down on that in the women's game. Just to let you know, that's what they told us on the telly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other thing, this 8-second rule for the keeper, it's messed up already because there are keepers holding on to it for longer than 8 seconds and nothing's being done.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through this before. I think I did it when we did our PDMO one, where I went back to the season Stoke got relegated, and we had the fouls at corners, holding on at corners and shirt pulling at corners, and Stoke for the first 3 weeks got penalties given against them, and then after that it disappeared completely from the game. And all you want from referees is consistency, consistency in decisions.
And I personally want them all mic'd up, and I want them to tell us why they've come to every single decision, mate.
It would be nice. I mean, at the moment they're only doing that on the controversial decisions, but it would be nice to.
I mean, every other sport does it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. They've got the technology there. It would be Arsenal player number 9 is offside, or
or long-winded. It doesn't have to be long-winded.
Wolves number 3 has tugged on Man City number 10.
Yeah, free kick, whatever.
Free kick.
Yeah,
yellow card. Boom, and it will help. It will help out in the stadium. No home fan or away fan's ever going to be happy with a decision a ref makes. Let's not sugarcoat it, but maybe they'll understand a bit after the game's gone, and they can say, once the game's finished and you've had a few hours to sit and watch it on Match of the Day or re-extended on Sky, highlights on Sky, but you can go back and say, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I remember him saying that. I see it. I see it on TV. It definitely is what he says it is, and fair play. You get a little bit better understanding after the game.
Yeah, I get you.
You're not no match going fan is ever going to be 100% happy with
No.
any decision the
But
referee makes
if
against
you're
them.
told why, that it eases the blow if you're told why, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it will help. It
Yeah.
will improve that perception of the PDMOL and their officials.
Ange says Daff will stop holding onto the ball. Well, she wasn't holding onto the ball yesterday, I noticed. So yeah.
But neither is Raya really, and I mean it's really just to keep the ball in play longer, because it's about giving the match-going fan value for money.
Yeah, totally. And Mr. Tom says, I wish there was VAR in wrestling. There is, Mr. Tom. It's called slow-mo. Right. So yeah, there's nothing more to say about Athletic Bilbao now, is there, mate? I mean,
No, I mean we should be winning that, going away and winning that.
Do you want to go for a score on that one?
Oh, I'd hope for a 4-0.
Yeah, I'd hope for a big number. I think, 4, 5, 4. Yeah, I'll go 4-0 with you. Yeah, I'll go 4-0 with you. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll tear them to pieces, to be quite honest with you. Sorry to be blunt about it, but that's how I feel about it.
And what I'm looking for more than the actual scoreline is to start seeing the team gel and start to see a little bit more fluidity. Even though you're playing a second string.
Yeah, more Arsenal football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the way Arsenal can play football, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emerson's going for a 2-1. Is that 2-1 for Arsenal, Emerson, I believe? Because it will be away, won't it? Is it away?
Yeah, the Athletic Bilbao one's
so he's
away.
going for a 2-1 Arsenal. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Right, Rich, I'm going to end this one here, mate. I think we've covered everything, mate.
Yeah, we have.
Are you happy with that? Yeah?
I am happy with that.
I know usually, guys, we go on for 2 hours, but there's only 2 of us tonight. And also, we've covered everything that we were going to talk about. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been in the chat, from Ange, Emerson, BX Gunner, Retroholic Gamer, Mr. Tom, anybody that's been in the chat. If I've missed anybody out, I apologise. Big thank you to you, Richard, obviously, for being on. A big thank you to Ange for being on before. Is there anything you want to say before you go, Rich?
No, just be safe and always give your love to your family and friends.
I second
you never
that,
know.
Mate. I second that big time, mate. You couldn't have said it any better, to be quite honest with you. Just to let you know, guys, shows coming up. Hopefully, we will have a preview of the football games for next weekend's show this week. We will do our damnedest to sort that out. Then we also have the watch along on Friday night for the women's game, Arsenal versus West Ham in the Women's Super League. It'll be me on Saturday for the watch along because Richard's actually at the game with Paul and Mark. So jealous as anything. But there will be a watch along for the Arsenal Nottingham Forest. I'll try and get someone else to join me, Rich, because you can't be there this time.
See if Mr. Tom will jump on with you.
Maybe he will. You never know. If he could, that would be cool. If not, I'll find somebody else. It'd be cool. So, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Love yourselves. Love each other. And basically, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute blast. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks to Ange. Again, thanks to Richard. And take care of yourselves. And peace. We're out of here.